The book of Genesis is the first book of the Bible and serves as the foundation for the entire biblical narrative. It covers the creation of the world, the early history of humanity, and the origins of the nation of Israel. This is the story of Adam and Eve. God formed Adam, the first man, from the dust of the ground and breathed life into him, making him a living being. God placed Adam in the Garden of Eden, a paradise filled with everything he needed, including trees that bore delicious fruit. Adam was tasked with taking care of the garden. God saw that it was not good for Adam to be alone, so he decided to make a suitable helper for him. God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, took one of his ribs, and used it to create Eve, the first woman. Eve was created to be Adam's companion, and together they were to enjoy and care for the garden. God gave Adam and Eve the freedom to eat from any tree in the garden except for one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God warned them that if they ate from this tree, they would surely die. One day, a serpent, which is described as more cunning than any other creature, approached Eve. The serpent questioned God's command and tempted Eve by telling her that eating the fruit would not lead to death, but would instead open her eyes and make her like God, knowing good and evil. Eve was convinced by the serpent's words. She ate the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and gave some to Adam, who also ate. Immediately their eyes were opened, and they realized they were naked. In shame, they sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When God came to walk in the garden, Adam and Eve hid because they were ashamed. God called out to them, and they confessed what they had done. As a result of their disobedience, several consequences followed. God cursed the serpent, making it crawl on its belly and creating enmity between it and humanity. God told Eve that she would experience pain in childbirth and that her desire would be for her husband, who would rule over her. God cursed the ground because of Adam, saying that it would produce thorns and thistles, and that Adam would have to toil and work hard to produce food. God also declared that Adam would return to the dust from which he was made when he died. Because of their sin, Adam and Eve were banished from the Garden of Eden. God placed cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life, preventing them from eating its fruit and living forever. The story of Adam and Eve is often seen as the explanation for the introduction of sin and death into the world. It also lays the foundation for the concept of free will and the consequences of human choices in the Judeo-Christian tradition.